Hello! What is today? Today is a good day for a pizza party! So we're gonna make pizza dough. Normally you can just buy this at the grocery store or you can just order a pizza, but we have all this time and we're trying to not leave the house, so why not make our own pizza dough? It's pretty easy. I'm gonna bake mine in the oven on a cast iron skillet. If you have one of those bread pizza stone things, you can do that too. Heck, maybe you have a pizza oven in your yard, in which case I wanna come over and visit because that sounds amazing. Awesome, so let's get started. In here, I've got 2 2/3 of a cup of flour. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of instant yeast, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, and then I'm just going to toss that together just to mix the yeast in with the flour so we don't get any big chunks of yeast or salt. Easy peasy. Then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of a really nice olive oil, or if you don't have this, you can just use any kind of oil. Maybe you have like a fun flavored olive oil. And then I've also got 1 cup of warm water. Then I'm just gonna mix this in the mixer with my dough hook. Probably it'll be about 5 to 8 minutes. We want it to be a nice firm dough ball, not sticking too much to the sides, but it will probably still be a little bit sticky, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So I'm gonna get that mixing. I almost forgot, I also need 1 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, now I'm mixing. All right, got our dough ball. It mixed for 6 minutes on the lowest function on my KitchenAid. So it's all ready to go. And I'm just gonna put this into a greased bowl with a lid for about an hour until it's doubled. Awesome, so our dough is nice and rested, looks doubled up here. I've turned on my oven to 450 degrees and I've put my cast iron pan into the oven, so it's getting heated up too. So I'm going to have that heating up, and then I've got just a baking tray here with a little flour dusted on top. So when I make my pizzas, I'll pop them onto the tray, and then I'll have to bake them one at a time because I only have the 1 pan. But I'll slide it off of the pan into our hot cast iron pan and then let it cook in the oven. It will probably take only like 5 to 10 minutes because it'll be so hot in the pan already. So let's get our dough out of here. I'm gonna make mine into probably 3 pizzas, I think. I don't need too big of pizzas, but I don't want a really small pizza either. So I'm just gonna divide this kind of evenly into 3. Set these 2 dough balls aside. And then you want to flatten this out on a lightly floured surface just until you get it into a circle. You can use a rolling pin. Maybe you know how to fling pizzas up in the air, like, whoa! However you want to flatten it. You want it pretty thin. You can press it out with your fingers. Really whatever you want to do. My cast iron pan is 10 inches wide, so that's kind of my maximum. But if you have a pizza stone in your oven, you can make it even bigger, just depending on how big it is. Awesome. Well, mine's not exactly a circle, but that's okay. All right, so I've got my pizza dough here. I like it to be pretty thin. It's gonna poof up a bit in the oven as well. So I'll just pop that onto my tray, and then I'm gonna roll out the other 2 pieces as well, and then I'll just put the toppings on while they're on the tray. So we've got our pizza dough rolled out. Not exactly circle, but still delicious. So I am just gonna put some pizza sauce I have onto each of them. I've also got mozzarella cheese, a little Parmesan, but you can put whatever you want. It's a pizza party. You can put on chicken or pepperonis, pineapples if you're into that, bacon, something crazy, pears, I don't know. You could even just bake off this dough with a little bit of nice olive oil on top, a little coarse salt, Parmesan, roasted garlic. Use it like a flatbread. Oh, I'm like drooling just thinking about this. Awesome, so I'm just gonna toppings it up. little pizza sauce swirl. So many options. This is a fun one too with kids because you can just get them to make their own pizza. And how fun is that? Little cheese. Awesome. Amazing. So I'm going to wait for my oven to heat up and then we'll get these baking. So my oven is nice and heated up. I'm just gonna get my first pizza ready to go. So I have a tiny cutting board here. Use whatever you have that's small and flat. And I'm just using this in a pizza shop. You call it a peel, and it's usually a big stick with a flat wooden piece on the end, which you can just slide under your pizza and then slide it into the oven. But since we don't have that, we're gonna use this. So I just floured it, and make sure you can slide it around. Then we'll grab our pan and we're gonna slide it on into there. So I'll grab that now. Okay, so my pan is smoking hot. I've got my pizza. I'm just gonna slide it off of here into the bottom, and then we'll pop it in the oven 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna check it after 5. And then we'll see how it looks. We want it to be golden brown and crispy on the bottom. While our one pizza's in the oven, I'm just gonna get our faux peel ready here. So little more flour on here. And then I'm gonna slide the next pizza on there. So it's all ready to go. So once we get one pizza out of the pan, we'll be able to quickly slide this in. Our pan won't cool down too much. Pop it back in the oven and have a good system going. So it's been 9 minutes and our pizza is all baked. You can always check by pulling up on the bottom, and it should look nice and golden on there and kind of sound hollow when you tap it. I'll show you once it's cooled a bit. So I'm just setting that aside on a wire baking cooling rack, and then I'm gonna slide our next pizza on into there. Oh, there we go. We'll pop this one into the oven as well. All right, our first pizza cooled a little so you can see the bottom better. So it's just a little bit golden brown. Sounds hollow. Looks cheesy. Amazing. So I'm just gonna keep baking those, but then the pizzas are all done and ready to go. This dough also makes a really nice calzone if you wanna put fillings in and fold it over and pinch it like a giant pizza pop. That would be good too. That will probably take a little longer to bake though. Amazing. Well, have a great day, you guys. I hope you're out there enjoying this weather and pretending it's summer like I am.